Hey guys, good morning. Glad to see you through the internet. I hope everybody had a good spring break. I had a really good spring break. I ended up relaxing after the kind of insane week before that of switching to school online. I actually am moving into a new house, so that's kind of big news. And mostly I just chilled out. But now we're back. And you probably heard this is going to be a slightly lighter week than the week before, and next week will be because we are, the teachers are planning out the next few weeks right now. So we're taking this week as kind of a prep week. So it's going to be a little bit lighter, which is going to give you guys some more free time. So this is what we're doing this week. This is what we're doing today. Today we're going to first thing you're going to do is you're going to check out the daily, what's it called? The learning schedule. Check out your personal daily schedule for today. And as you go, just check things off as you do them. That way you can be sure to do all of it. So this is what we're going to do. Read for 30 minutes and mark in reading log. Once you do that, just go ahead and do a little X. You can't do a check on the Google Docs, so you can just do an X right there. Next up, and make sure you do the reading log. Not everybody, I don't think, has been doing that. It's good to read, but please document it in your reading log. Next up, listen to the read aloud. The Dreamer is getting better and better. This is an interesting story, and it's actually based on a real person who we'll learn maybe a little bit about after we finish the book. A real person from Chile who maybe you've heard of. I don't know. So listen to that. There are some pictures from the book that are, do you have the JPEGs or like the picture? You can just click on and look at the picture if you want to. But please check it out and draw yourself as you listen to it too. So once you do that, cross that out. Work in cursive book, 25 minutes. So please do that too. 25 minutes in the cursive book. If you don't have your cursive book, I shared it the week before. I shared the entire book, so you can go into that and you can find the whole book and just print out a copy of whatever you need. But I think all of you should have a cursive book. So 25 minutes in your cursive book. You can be listening to some music while you do that. Make it kind of nice. Next up, PE. Kathy has some PE lessons for you. Gotta move your body. I was feeling kind of stressed out today and I went for a long walk and now I feel way better. It's just the way it works. The more you move your body, the better you feel. You can't just sit on a computer all day long going like this. It makes you insane. Gotta move your body. Math. Check out the math. This week's gonna be kind of light load for math, so it's not too much to worry about for math. But you still want to check out the math class and do that. Animal research project. This is something that we're going to be doing the next 2 weeks. This week is really just research. You can choose any animal you want. If you want to write about an octopus, you could, or maybe more specifically like a colossal octopus, or you can be specific like that. A manatee, a grasshopper, whatever you want. You could do a dog, or you do a certain kind of dog, like a German Shepherd. So you're going to have, everybody has their own organizer. You're going to fill in every question. Please answer each one. And then at the end, it has something for 5 to, I think I said 10 interesting facts about your animal. And if you want to do more than 10, go for it. And that could be something that can be on your paper too. And the more you know about your animal, for one thing, it just makes you like an expert, which is kind of sweet. And it's going to make your writing way easier. On the top of the organizer, you're going to see that I've put a whole bunch of links up that you can click on, or you might have to select it and then copy it from File, and then go to New Window, and then press up by the address, and then go to File to Paste. If you don't know how to do that, your parents could show you. But you want to click on those, and that will give you, I think, at least 4 or 5 places to start looking for research. And if you just look at only what I gave you, it's going to be plenty for your animal. So that's something you're going to be doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So try to spend about, I'd say, 30 to 45 minutes on the animal research project today. Just looking it up. You're going to want to find some images. What does it look like? Could even find some video maybe on YouTube about that animal. That could be pretty good too. Art. Every week Melissa has an art project. Get started on the art project. And wellness. There's just a little wellness tip. Let's see what today's tip is. Today's tip is eat healthy food that is good for your brain and body. This looks like food and often doesn't come in a package. Think apples, carrots, avocado, oranges, fish, etc. So you want to think about eating healthy food is so good for your brain. Some of those things I mentioned, like avocado and fish, are really good for your brain because they have like that good fat that's really good for your brain. Things that come in packages that have sugar and corn syrup and a lot of stuff that isn't really even food, it's like chemicals, not good for your brain, not good for your body, and it's not going to make you feel healthy. Once you get used to what it feels like to feel healthy by eating things like apples and oranges and carrots, you get used to it and you like it and your body likes it too and thanks you for it. It gives you a lot of just like clean energy. So I just think about what you're eating today. Are you eating healthy food? I hope so, because that's what you want to be doing. It's good for you. It makes you feel better. I think pretty much all of you finished the grandparent interview last week. I sent out a few emails to parents of people who I couldn't find any interview from. It doesn't mean you didn't do it. It just means I couldn't find it. The best thing to do, you guys, on all of those kind of assignments are just, if I give you a Google Doc through Google Classrooms, just write it up right on that Google Doc, because that way it's really easy for me to find. I just flip through all the Google Docs on Google Classroom. Otherwise, I'm trying to look through my email and see if you sent it to me separately somehow. So the best thing to do is if I give you something and I say, please write your paper here, that's the best for me, because that way I can be sure to find it. And I read a lot of those, and they're really good. And I think it was a couple days ago, I read a bunch of them. And I made comments on all of the ones that I got. So please look at that and you'll see the comments that I wrote on it. Also, I wrote comments on that quotes assignment where you had to write where the comma goes and the quotation mark and the period. So check that out too. And I noticed not everybody finished that. If you did not, please do it this week. You got a little extra time this week, so please make sure you finish both of those this week if you didn't do it. But the ones that I read for the grandparent interviews were really good, and I really appreciated reading about your grandparents. And it was really sweet for me to read that and just see how much just these close friendships you have with your grandparents was really nice for me to read about. And I know your grandparents appreciated it too, and being able to tell you about their lives, about things that maybe they would never have thought of even bringing up, and then you were asking them, and it was really nice. So good job on that. And it also helped me to see that a lot of the work we've been doing in our newspaper has been really paying off with people learning how to use paragraphs, commas, quotes, things that are really sophisticated actually for elementary school writers. And if you become good at writing those kind of things, when you get to middle school and high school, you're going to notice your writing is way up here compared to everybody else, because you have a comfort level using things like paragraphs and commas. And a lot of teenagers even don't get that. So if you can just keep getting better at those things, you're going to find school is going to be kind of easier, much easier for you later on. So I just say taking pride in your writing and becoming a good writer is something that's going to serve you your whole life, especially when you get into high school and college. And now you're only 4th and 5th graders and you're already great at it. So awesome, guys, you can do it. And I'll see you tomorrow.